me how many questions you've been done and how many questions you didn't do it yet. It's okay. So today the first thing first. Hi Isaac. 哇 Isaac 你后面有好多东西啊。是讲
It's not mine.
Okay, so today we're going to start with a piece of paper that actually Peter asked me for the answer. Then I realized actually this is the paper that we're going to discuss this class. Okay, so the half of the class we're going to quickly go through this paper, and this is the UC Berkeley's math contest for the 2022. Okay, so this part is based on the algebra. Okay, everybody. So this algebra part will be the level of the hardness is compared with the amc10. So something similar to that. Okay, so let's just first take a look at this one. So yeah, so let's take a look at this one. Like I said, this whole entire 10 questions need to be finished in 60 minutes. And also every single question are not allowed to using the calculators, okay? So we're going to take a look at the first question. The first question is pretty easy. So define an operation, this guy as an A, this guy B equals 12A minus 10B. So we want to calculate the value of this guy, okay? So everybody, when we're doing those questions, just to remember everything, we have to start with the center equation, correct, June? It's always like that, okay? So it's like peeling onions. So peeling onions is coming from outside to inside, but this one's are reversible. So you just go to the corn and just do that. So we know 12 times 20 minus 10 times 22 equals 20. So this guy equals 20. So immediately, you know, the second layer is still 20 and this guy 22. And you know, this is still 20 and this is still 20 and this is still 20. So we don't really have to do everything together. So the answer equals 20. So for this question, I think maximally you need 30 seconds to make that happen. Okay, get it, everybody? So usually everybody, so for AMC10 questions, so the first 5 questions is pretty easy, but it's getting harder, okay? So the same thing, I think those kind of questions will be very often showing up in the AMC10 future question, like it looks horrible, but actually it is easy.
How many
Correct?
questions are there again?
Yeah.
How many questions are there?
10 questions for this paper. But for AMC10, there's altogether 25 questions. So let's take a look at this one. So let's take a look at number 2, okay? So this question became a little bit hard, but for the AMC10, the second question won't be that hard, okay? This question is harder, but not very hard. So let's see, the equation is 4x minus 5 times 2x plus 1 plus 16 equals 0. Has 2 integer solutions, okay? So everybody, there are very 2 important thing. I want you to circle that is 2 and integer. Correct, June? Okay, so when we're doing homework like that, I want you to like highlight the most important part. Everybody? Okay, so sorry, so I went to, don't you get it? Okay, so but look at this. We have 3 terms and the x is on the power. Obviously, it is something different. But the good thing is 2x equals what? Sorry, 2x equals 4x, correct? So I can rewrite it this one as 2x squared, right? Minus 5 times 2 times 2x plus 16 equals 0. So we know we have learned what? X squared plus 5x plus, for instance, ax plus b equals 0, right? We learned this one before. Oh, sorry. I should do ax squared plus bx plus c equals 0, correct? We have learned this one before. Correct, June and Peter? Kevin, understand? Okay, so we can rewrite this x plus x minus x1 times x minus x2 equals 0, right? So that's a perfect thing. Then we can get x equals x1 and x2 equals x2, right? But for this one, this is really good because we can rewrite it as x squared minus 10 times 2x plus 16 equals 0. So Iwan, if it thinks a little bit complicated to read, we can just rename 2x equals a. So this equation became a squared minus 10a plus 16 equals 0, correct? So a minus 2 times a minus 8 equals 0. So we have a equals 2 or a equals 8. But we want to find out x, right? So it's 2 to the power x equals 2 or 2 to the power x equals 8. So x equals what? 1 or 3. Correct, everybody? So some student gave me the answer, 1 or 3. This is wrong, sorry. The answer is what? Answer is 4 because they said find their sum. Okay, so especially for student like Peng Peng, especially for some student like Kevin, you need to take a look because this is possibly the big possibility answer you're going to give me, 1 or 3, right? Because I know 2 of you are pretty cautious. You need to be more cautious, yes, okay? So everybody, let's take a look at number 3, okay? Number 3 is a very good question. And I think for Austin, you can do it really, really quick. Okay, I think Peter has did it and Pamper has did it and Kevin is the first time here, so he is just to look at it. So how about I give you, June, did you do it?
没有，
没有，好，那我们这道题花2分钟、3分钟，大家一起做一下，好吧？Peter，你这道题做出来没有
有，
？OK，那我们再看一下，老师给你们一点时间。Isaac，你后面那么多奖牌，闪得我眼睛都疼。
He's gotta stop flexing his medals.
反
It's
正
not
我
mine.
反
It's
正
the whole entire golf school.
Probably like background or something. A bad grill.
It's the whole entire golf school's medals.
That's not much then.
There's like 3 rows.
So actually this test is really very friendly. Okay, they said a geometric, why is it white? A geometric sequence and an arithmetic sequence. Okay, 如果 in case you forgot, I think June and Austin 肯定没有忘记啊，对不对？你们2个应该不会忘记的。Ivan 嘛不一定啊，打屁股可能不会忘记，对不对 ？Isaac 嘛，那鹏鹏跟 Kelvin 呢？肯定会记反的 ，OK，geometric 继承 arithmetic，arithmetic 继承 geometric，OK，Isaac 呢还不是很清楚，Peter 很乖的，Peter 应该也不会记反，Isaac 说不定也会记反的，我们这里这种比较调皮的小朋友都会记反的。这个题目我非常喜欢。Why I like it is actually it combines a lot of concepts together. Okay, so actually I'm going to show you one questions from one of my United States students. She is grade 10. Okay, so she's not a those mathematical contest student. 她不是参加数学竞赛的那种学生。OK， 但她有一道题她不会做，然后拿给我。我看到了以后，我就马上想拿到我们班级的小朋友，给我们班级小朋友做一下，因为这是我们以前刚刚上个星期学过的东西。 OK， 但是这个部分在加拿大的学校里面是不学的。So when you're in the United States, they actually learning something like that. Okay, understand? So why the United States students 他们的很多时候的成绩比我们好，是因为他们的确学的比我们难。Think about it. 如果你们不到老师进来学习 ，actually 有很多东西是在学校里面从来没学过，对不对，June？
这两个 sequence 啊，
不是这两个 sequence， 跟这两个 sequence 没关系。我等下给你看一道是那个 geometrics 的题目。OK， 我们现在来看一下这个啊。So there are A, B, C, D, 4 numbers. The good thing is we know A is not 0. Okay, so Calvin, look at me, okay? Whenever I'm reading a question, I transfer the sentence into the numbers. Okay, so I try to simplify the question. So, Pen, did you see that? A is non-zero, so immediately I put A is not 0 here. Okay, Isaac, did you see that? Okay, so I want everybody establish a system like that. We learn math like that. So A, B, C form a geometric sequence. Everybody, A, B, C is a geometric sequence. So if you don't know what is geometric sequence, it's one where every succeeding term can be written as a previous terms multiplied by a constant. That means what? 用中文说它就是等比数列。对不对？就是后面一个数是前面一个数乘以一个数得到的一个数，对不对？所以其实我们小的时候学过很多奥数的，肯定知道等比数列是什么，对不对？ So Austin, very easy. So we're going to do A. So AR and AR squared. Correct? We can just rewrite ABC as A, AR, and AR squared. Peter, understand? Oh, second one. B, C, D form an arithmetic sequence. That is a moment 我看到有些小朋友就怎么样，他说哦，那这样子这个是 AR 对不对？那这个就是 AR 加 Y， 这个就是 AR 加 2Y。Of course you can do that, but do we need to do that at all? The question is actually D is the only thing missing. Why we're not using the thing we already know, but form something that based on we already know, we can have a equation for D. Why? Because everybody, let me just form arithmetic sequence for all of you. Okay, Pen, take a look at the screen. Okay, don't look at something else. Okay, Peter, take a look. Okay, 3, 4, 5, Kevin is an arithmetic sequence. 6, 8, 10 is arithmetic sequence. What is the most important thing is the middle number is exactly the 2 times of the sum of the other 2 numbers, correct? Okay, so that is the most important thing. When I'm teaching some student, okay, Isaac and Peng in this class, because you are the only 2 I've been teach the lower level math Olympics, something like that. 当你看到一个 arithmetic sequence， 如果它的数字刚好是 all the number 的时候，你应该非常非常高兴，对不对？因为 middle number 就等于它的 mean， 对不对？而且它的 middle number 你知道了以后，如果你知道 the differences, then you can just know the whole sequence. So that's why if BCD is an arithmetic sequence, so AR obviously is a middle number. So D equals what? 2AR squared minus AR. I'm going to stop here and let you think about it. Get it, Calvin? The middle number times 2 minus this number equals the last number. I win. Understand?
I kind of get it, but why is this a odd number sequence? How do you know?
No, the question tell you.
Oh,
It is
what?
BCD form an arithmetic sequence.
Oh,
Yeah, get it? I win. Okay, so now we have equation. Okay, so A is still A, but B is AR, C is AR squared, and D is AR 2AR squared minus AR. Okay, so the question asking what? I want you to find out the smallest possible value of D over A. So D over A equals 2AR squared minus AR over A. So equals what? 2R squared minus R. Correct, Iwan? So this minimum value of this one is based on the ratio of A between AB and between BC. Right? Right? 是不是只跟 R 有关系啦 Peter? Correct? 好，这个时候 So that's why I told you, I think the calculus is very important. Okay, so Austin, I think is a Pen learn a little bit calculus, and Austin, you're learning calculus. So let me ask you, Austin, in order to find the minimum value of d over a, what can I do for this one?
Derivative.
Derivative, right? Derivative, yes. So that is the best way. So we don't have to really use anything else. So the derivative is very easy. So the derivative of r, if I think this one is y, so dy dr equals 4r minus 1. So in order to make this one equal 0, so r equals 1 over 4. So that means when r equals 1 over 4, this whole thing could find out the minimum value, which is 2 times 1 over 4 squared minus 1 over 4 equals 1 over 8 minus 1 over 4 equals negative 1 over 8. So that is f of x. Okay, so derivative, I'm going to just give you something to take a look, because I trust all of you. Based on all 你们所有的小朋友，我给你们大概1个小时，你们都可以明白怎么去 derivative。derivative 是世界上最简单的一件事情，但是用 derivative 我们可以解决很多这个世界上看起来有点难的问题。Understand everybody? Austin 你会的啊，对吗？
哦，我会。
对啊，但是没想到，对不对？没想到用 derivative 做，但是我们是不是在做那个在学这个 calculus 的时候，有一个 chapter 就叫做 maximum and minimum， 对不对？
local， 哎，对。
对，对不对？而且 minimum 和 maximum 这一个章节 ，basically before if you 如果那 June 跟我说，老师我没学过 derivative 怎么办？那这道题目如果没有学过 derivative，2r squared minus r 这个东西就用函数来做了。你要找到它的最小值在哪里 ？OK， 就要把那个图像画出来。那怎么办？哎，如果你有这个计算器的话，你可以用 calculus 的那个计算机拿出来，也可以把这个图帮你画出来。Okay, so we're not going to spend
calculators.
Yeah, we're not going to using a lot of time explaining this one. But the thing is, everybody using a higher technology to solving the lower problem is only just a quicker. Okay, get it, everybody? Okay, so I'm going to quickly take a look at number 4. Okay, so number 4 is a function. Okay, 第4题是一个 function。这个 function 在到你的学 calculus 的时候，同样也要学到。那有一些小朋友说：“哎呀，老师，那这个比赛到底是出给谁做的 ？”Okay, so I think everybody know UC Berkeley, right? Everybody know UC Berkeley. 有人不知道了吗？
What U 什么
UC Berkeley.
No, I do not know.
Okay, so UC Berkeley is the best public, public, because you know all the Ivy League school like Harvard, Stanford, and amc, those schools are all private school. So when you go to the private school, so every year you pay about like $60,000 for tuition. Okay, it's expensive. But instead, like UC Berkeley is a public school. So you go to there, the public school, it takes about like 35,000. So the tuition will be much cheaper. But UC Berkeley is really good at all the science and math and all those things. Okay, there are a lot of Nobel Prize winner, and there's so many professor in United States is coming from UC Berkeley. So it's the best public school in United States. So it's ranked about like top 10 university in worldwide as well. Okay, so this is a math contest like being established by the student of UC Berkeley. Okay, so it's meant to be all the student which is younger than 12th grade. So as long as you're not graduated from your high school, you can do that. So that's why there are 10 questions. So I think all of you, if you can do just a couple of them right, I'm very proud of you already. Understand? So there is something like you didn't know that. But the thing is, I just want you to have a feeling about all of them. So this one is a function which we didn't learn it yet, but I'm going to just to explain a little bit. When you see that if a number is with 就像有一半的那个是往下的。
Was this homework?
Yeah, this is homework. This is homework. This is the homework before the spring break. 因为 spring break 我们有1个月，有3个星期嘛，所以
spring break 之前我没有来，所以我没有作业。
对啊，所以你没有作业，所以我刚才就说你没关系嘛。那小朋友们看好了啊，如果你看到这个小数数是在往上面的，这个数呢就是要四舍五入。如果这个小数数在下面呢，你就是要把它whenever you just add it on. Okay, so let's see. Negative 4.25 is equals negative 5 because the 数数是在下面。Okay, so if you have negative 7.1, so equals what? Equals negative 8. Okay, but negative 7.1, if it is like that, what is the answer? Sorry. Isaac? It's negative 7.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, understand. So this is part, I'm going to just show you the number 4 later, but I want everybody to take a look at number 7 together, okay? Number 7 is something we just learned, okay? Number 7 is something we just learned. It's the 伟大定理, okay? But we're using a very, very special way of using the Vieta theorem. And that's why I want all of you to take a look. So June and Austin, especially two of you, because you are good, okay? No, you're older than us, okay? You're older than most of them. Austin 说，我才不是 old 呢。Austin is the oldest.
How old are they? Like,
Oh, Austin is like 70 something.
16.
Like
No, 16.
144.
60.
oh, you're
Yeah,
16.
16. You're 4 years older than me.
那个 Austin is 60 years old. 哦，你知道
60.
Isaac 才几岁？ Isaac 才8岁。
Who?
Isaac.
Isaac Newton? Isaac Crouton? Isaac the Crouton?
好，快点，把这道题目看一下。
Oh,
好，我直接给你们讲吧，好吧？要不然我又来不及上后面的东西。我们这个还是可以再看一看啊。OK。Peter，
我们上了几点啊？
4点半。
1小时。
啊，对。Okay, so let's take a look at this one. Okay, everybody. R, S, T are be the distinct roots of x cubed minus 2000, blah, 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 blah. Okay, compute this one. Okay, Austin and June, 我已经给你们提示了啊。我说，哎，这个东西跟韦达定理有关，对不对？好，但是你看到这个东西以后，是不是感觉跟韦达定理没有关系啊？ Because it is 3 times Vieta theorem. Okay, so just to give it to you. So x1, sorry, because they said R, S, T are the distinct roots of this one. What does it mean? So that means R is not equals to S, is not equals to T, right? I win? When you see distinct, right? So we have that is R plus S plus T equals negative B over A. So it's 2022, right? And we have RS plus RT plus ST equals C over A, which is 2022 as well. And last but not least, RST equals what? Equals negative 2022. So this is something I want everybody, first of all, you need to write it on your paper. Okay, Calvin, if you don't know how, you don't understand it, it's totally fine because you didn't have this class before, right? But the thing is, I want you to copy it down, okay? So later on, you at least you know where to start with. Okay, so write it on. Okay, but June, have you ever think about it? This question is nothing related to R, S, and T. It's related to R squared, right? So let me just give you a hint. 这道题目我非常喜欢，因为 1 over 1 minus R squared. 平方数相减, what is the thing pop up into your brain?
1加 R 乘以1减 R.
Very good, thank you. 1 over 1 minus R and times 1 plus R, correct? So this is something pop up in your mind. Very good, because you know what? When you see something repeatedly coming up, that means you can find some patterns. Understand, Iwan? So this is something you need to learn from me. It's because, you know, every single question won't be the same. But if you see something repeatedly coming up, that means there's a pattern. Okay, so June, do you like 1 over, so 1 minus R squared, or you like 这个？你喜欢哪个？
第二个。
肯定喜欢第二个，对不对？因为 with number 2, it is at least something with something we know. Correct? Okay, but still it's not something we know. So how do we do it? let me show you something, okay? I want to change this time from product to sum. Correct, Jim? I don't want them to be times together because I don't have that. So how about I see 1 minus
看出来了，
非常好，看出来了，对不对？好，你告诉我，是不是这样子啊？那如果这样子，来，每个小朋友不要懒啊，不要懒 ，Don't be lazy。看到老师已经把它写成这样了，I want Peter，你就给他通分一下。你看通分完以后出来的是什么东西？看一下，通一下，通一下，每个人都通一下，好吧？June 已经看出来了，
我也看出来了。
你也看出来了。真的，我跟你讲，你们不要小看这个看出来了啊。就我以前小的时候学数学竞赛的时候，我们以前比赛就是都不用比，就看，然后比谁先把这个题目瞪出来。然后这个字我们用的就是这个瞪啊，用眼睛瞪出来把题目看出来了，知道吗？OK，好，谁告诉我啊？来通分完，谁告诉我？老师告诉等于什么东西？通了吗？鹏鹏
2
等于多少？
2 over 1 minus r squared.
Very good. OK，好了，这个题目嘛，第一步到这里，然后嘛到这里，那怎么办？说明 I can just rewrite it 1 over 1 minus r squared equals what? Equals half times 1 over 1 minus r plus 1 over 1 plus r， 对不对 June？OK，Isaac，你应该也看得出来了，因为你跟我学过列项，对不对？1 over 12 equals 1 over 3 minus 1 over 4，对不对？你看看，很多小朋友说，老师，我们以前学的那些很简单的数学到底有什么用啊？你看都有用的。Every single thing actually linked together. Isaac, do you still remember how we do the split term？对不对
Yeah.
Yeah, see，你看这个老师，你看我就平时记性很差的，你问你妈，我经常什么东西都忘记，但我什么时候教过你什么东西，我不会忘记的，对不对，Isaac？你第一次上我上课学的什么东西，我都还记得。OK 好。So let's take a look at this one. So what do we have? The whole entire term is became what? Half 1 minus r plus 1 plus r plus 1 over 1 minus s plus 1 minus 1 plus s blah blah blah， 对不对？好了，我不直接把这道题目帮你们做出来了，我再提醒你们一下啊。OK， 这个直接做还是有点麻烦，怎么办 ？So June and Peter and Iwan and everybody, I want to tell you one thing, okay? So if R S T is the root of this equation, then 1 minus R 的 1 minus R 的 if one equation is having 1 minus R, 1 minus S, and 1 minus T as their roots will be 1 minus x cubed and 2022 times 1 minus x squared and plus 2022, 1 minus x and plus 2022. Get it, everybody? Replaced with this one because r is x. So if it is 1 minus x, so you just replace with 1 minus x. Understand, everybody? Okay? 我会到时候把答案发给你们啊，好不好？但是我希望你们先自己做一下，做一下以后再用答案来做。这道题目非常好，因为它用了很多不一样的东西。OK， 好，我们现在这个 paper 我们先讲到这里，然后我现在给大家看一下一道那个美国小朋友这个10年级的作业题。OK，so regular homework。不是那个考试题啊，等一下。Sorry, I need a little bit time to target it. 等一下，找一下手机，在我的手机上。 Okay, I find it. 好，小朋友能看到吗？ If you cannot see it, just to let me know. Okay, give me 1 second. Can you see it? Everybody? You can see it. Okay, good. I just to make it a little bit bigger. Okay, so because I know it's not very clear. OK， 你看到他所有画圈圈他都不会做啊。那我们来看一道这道题目。So it's in a circle. Okay, and obviously we want to find out what is the value of x and what is the value of y. 我们上上个星期刚刚学过这个东西，哎，Ivan，
两个 equation 对角相加180。
对呀，但是我们没学过呀，在我们这个 regular 的 homework 里面没学过呀，对不对？因为你记不记得 Ivan， 我们上上个星期刚刚学过这个 if in the circle 的，如果我在这里有一个角，我这样子啊，我在这里有个角，这个叫什么？圆心角，对不对？ Remember I said, right, the center of the circle and the 2 dots on the circle and create an angle here, correct? And this angle is exactly half of this angle. Don't you remember, everybody? 对不对？如果这个是 x 的话 this is half x angle, 对不对？好了，那我们来看 the same thing. 这个角是不是这半边做出来的？那如果这个是 y 的话，这个是不是就是 half y? Everybody? Correct? Okay, so let me ask you, x plus y 是不是等于360度啊？所以 half x 和 half y 加起来是不是等于180度？对不对？但是我要告诉你们的是，这个东西在我们加拿大的学校的课本里面是没有的。We don't have this part in the curriculum. Okay? But the thing is, think about it. That is their curriculum, regular curriculum thing. So that's why if you see in a circle, so that's why 10x equals 10x plus 16y plus 6 equals what? 180, right, Austin? And the other one is 10x minus 6 plus 4 plus 18y also equals 180. So then you have 2 equations with 2 variables. Then you can find out x equals what and y equals what.
这几年
呢？你说什么？
这个是几年级的作业？
这是他们10年级的作业啊，而且这个还不是美国私校的作业，这个是美国公校的作业。我到时候
差不多呀，就是内容点不一样。
对啊，但是我就跟你说，他们的 curriculum 有一部分我们加拿大是没有学到的。
我们没学这么深，就是如果题
对啊，
的话，
我们没有学，对啊，我们没有学那么深，这就是问题。
他就给你数，然后问你就是这个角是多少度。
对啊，对吧？就是差了这一个嘛。那我到时候我再给你们看10年级的这个美国 private school 的这个题目，比这个更难。所以我就跟你们说，有的时候我就想说，就是不是我们加拿大的学生比美国的学生可能没有到那个水平，是因为我们没有学到他们学的东西 ，understand？ 对吧？那你就很多时候，
这个课里的人，大家都几年级啊？感觉大家都好大。
什么大家你就跟 Isaac 比好了 ，Isaac 肯定比你小，你管人家几岁呢 ？Isaac， 你告诉他你几岁？8岁。Isaac
10.
没有，明明8岁 ，Isaac 8岁。Okay, everybody. So let's so this is something I want to just to tell you, okay? So think about all the things we learned, 对吧？就像老师跟你们说过啊，这个圆心角是圆周角的一半 ，OK？ 圆周角是圆心角的一半。But when you really apply it on some questions, it is you need to think about it secondly, right? Okay, so now, yeah, so now we're learning something different, the brand new. I only have 17 minutes, but I'm going to, of course, postpone for 3 minutes, so make it 20 minutes. 哎呀，你知道要拖堂老师啊，总是要拖堂的。我跟你讲，我有一个班级的学生，我一拖堂他就开始唧唧歪歪，然后我就骂他们。 我说啊，老师给你们多上点课，你还唧唧歪歪，还说我。OK，好，我们来看一下。OK， so today we're learning the permutation and combination. Okay, permutation and combination is a part that actually almost every single math competition and grade 10，对吧？我们是 grade 10的时候学的吧？是不是？
没学，
probability
没有。
真的吗？Austin，你没学过吗？
老师，我们 probability 我们现在7年级在学 probability。
这么不一样的，对，就每个年级都会不一样，但它的
就是
那
我知道我们学校9年级
我小学
online
6年级还学 probability 呢。
对，那
概
什么
率都是被压到最后面，都是被压到年底，然后呢，就是老师一般都没有时间教这个。
对，
这个我也忘了什么时候学过。
那个我就跟你说，那个 probability、permutation 和 combination 是非常非常重要的一个 part。
老师，
而且当你到了 university 以后，会有一个专门的这个 probability 这个科目。我当时在大学里面就是做 TA 的时候，有很多小朋友是直接 fail 掉的，就直接不及格。OK，
老师，那是不是学好 probability？是不是去那个 casino？就是稳赚不亏？
对我去
那个统计和 probability 不是一个东西。
不算一个东西，但是我去赌场真的很少输钱，基本上都是赢钱回家的。对，但是这个也不一定是因为我 probability 好，那是因为我从6岁开始，我妈妈就在家里面训练我各种赌钱的技巧。OK，so this is I'm good at math and also I learned it very early. I practice a lot. Okay，so let's take a look at this one. So permutation and combination is two technology of calculating the probabilities. But the thing is, permutation is an arrangement or a listing of objects that which the order is important. Okay, when order is important. For instance, if I said, June, me, Pempe is not here. So girls in this class are going to shaking hands with the boys in this class. Okay, so order is not important because June first to shake hands with Peter, or I first to shake hands with Peter. It doesn't matter. It's just a girl shaking hands with boys, right? But the thing is, if we have ABC and making the arrangement of making the different letters, obviously ABC is different than ACB. Understand? So that is a time we need to learn the permutation, not commutation. Combination, I'm sorry. And also when we are using the numbers to create digits, the numbers, of course, we're going to using the permutations because I win 915, of course, is different than 951, correct? Okay, so this is something I want to establish in your brain is, okay, when I look at a question, I want you to ask yourself, is I'm going to using the permutation or I'm going to using the combination. That is very important. Okay, so we have n different elements and we would like to arrange r of these elements with no repetition. So where r is bigger than 1 and smaller than n. Of course, r is part of the n, so r cannot be bigger than n. So p and r is n factorial over n minus r factorial. For instance, I said I have 1, 5, 9, 1, 4, 5, 9. If I have 4 numbers, sorry, and I want to create 3-digit number out of these ones. So how do we do it? So June, it is a permutation or a combination?
Permutation.
Yeah, because it's the matters of the order, right? So we're using P, 4, 3. The answer is 4 factorial over 4 minus 3 factorial. So equals 4 times 3 times 2 times 1. So they're all together over 1 factorial, still 1. So the answer is 24 ways. Okay, so Peter maybe said, Lasha, I don't have to using this way because when I was little, I have learned that there are 3-digit, right? So I'm going to use the first slot. I can use 4 possibilities. The second one's 2 possibilities. The third one's 2. So 4 times 3 times 2 is 24. Yes, you're right. But the thing is, when the question became more complicated, maybe this way will be better. Okay. So let me just go forward. Let's take a look at this one. Okay. So this question is very, very common when we're doing some math competition. Is a circular permutation. 我相信每个小朋友都做过这种题，对不对？一个小朋友做成一圈，对不对？有没有做过？
我不喜欢这样子的问题呀。
对，我知道。我跟你讲，就是鹏鹏非常不喜欢这个题目。然后我有一次整一个暑假，就全让他做这个题，他都快疯了，你知道吗？就整一个暑假没有做过任何其他题目，全部都是 probability。但是我跟你讲 ，probability 真的非常重要，因为等你们到了大学以后，就专门
老师，我整个春假都在学 probability。
真的，那你学的好不好？
不知道。
那我们来看看你学的好不好，好不好？非常好，那刚好我们这个就学这个。Okay, so we have A, B, C, D, E, F, G. So they said there are n people being seated on a round table. 像这种类型的题目非常非常重要，因为任何东西只要变成圆了 ，Ivan, Isaac 老师跟你们讲 ，it's going to be complicated， 知道吧？为什么变成圆形就会很麻烦？因为它是不断重复了，对不对 ，Ivan？Because it can just go around, it never stop. So 像这种类型的题目还有出现在什么里面呢？就是行程问题 ，so distance, time and speed， 像这种题目，那我都会跟我的小朋友说什么 ？You make them into a line， 把它展开。Understand, Ivan? I make them into a line, so which will be much easier for you to understand and think. Okay, since a rotation of a table does not change an arrangement, we can put person A in one fixed place and then consider the number of ways to seat all the others. Person B can be treated as the first person to seat it, and M is the last person to seat. The
老
number
师，我能去上个厕所吗？
可以 the number of ways to arrange person A to M is same as the number of ways to be arranged person B to M as a row. So that's why how many ways are there is n minus 1 factor. Understand? OK? 他问你一共有多少不同的方法嘛，在这个里面，对不对？你把它打开，你就会发觉，哎，其实 A 就是什么 ？A 上面有 n 种可以做嘛，因为 A 这个位置上可以 A B C D E F 一直到 M， 对不对？那 B 呢？因为 A 已经做掉了，那是不是就是B C D E F？ 那你看这里，如果这个 M 是5的话，那第一个 A B C D E， 那这里是不是有五种方法可以做啊？那 B 呢？是不是4？是不是3？是不是2？是不是1？是不是一样的 ？OK 啊，是不是 factorial？ 对不对 ？OK 。So let's take a look at number 2. Okay, so 1.2 combinations. So a combination is an arrangement or a list of things in which order is not important. Okay, like I said, like the first thing, like if me and June is going to shaking hands with all the boys in our class, it doesn't matter that who's doing the same thing first, right? Because just the boys is shaking hands with girls. So when we're having the combination, the symbol will be like that. Okay, it's not P and R, it's P and R equals what, Peter? 来，给你看一下。n factorial over
n minus r
r factorial. Okay, thank you. 没有忘记，还好。Okay, so combination will be the symbol of n and r. Okay, so it's P and R over P R R. Okay, so the symbol way is n factorial over r factorial over n minus r factorial. So
哎，那个
compare
R 不对
to come
哦，没事。
compare with P and R. 那我们也可以记成 C and R 是什么？就是 P and R， 然后再多除了一个 R 的 factorial。OK， 是一样的。OK， 好，我们现在来看一下 the grouping theorem. Okay, let the number of different objects be n. Divide by n into R groups. OK， 好，小朋友们什么时候我们会用到 grouping theorems？ is especially when we have a large amount of data. Okay, we're going to putting the same data together and name them A1 and A2 and A3. So how does it mean? What does it mean? For instance, 我们班里面一共有2000个人 ，OK， 戴眼镜的人我把它命名为 A1， 对不对？不戴眼镜的人可以是 A2， 对不对？好了，那么再细分一点，戴眼镜的男孩是 A1， 戴眼镜的女孩是 A2， 不戴眼镜的男孩是 A3 and 戴眼镜的女孩是 A4. So when you have a very complicated and big amount of grouping data, you're going to grouping them and just to find out what they're going to do, having the probability with them. Understand everybody? Okay, and make sure every single group having the same characteristic into it. And also we have the fundamental counting principle is especially when we're having what? When we're having the color map coloring questions. OK， 这个题目其实是在数学里面一个非常重要的题目啊。这个是好像是在 I think it's a very long time ago. There's an Egyptian or Ethic, I forgot. OK, one of them is mentioned that no matter how big the map is, how many countries are this, and they'll only need 4 colors to just separate all the countries on the earth with 4 colors, and you can separate them on the map. Understand? Which on the other way, AK is like all the countries in color is not going to be similar when they're adjacent to each other. Understand, Iwan? So this is a very popular mathematical question, is 4 color map questions. Okay, so now let's just go through the examples, because when you see a lot of theorems, it's very hard for you to understand all of them. So let's take a look at this one. Counting using the fundamental counting principles. The first question 不做了，而且我已经给你们看到答案了，所以我决定不给你们做了。而且太简单，也不用做了，好吧 ？OK， 我们看一下 number 2。Okay, so number 2, everybody, a restaurant offers 4 desserts and exactly twice as many appetizer as main courses. A dinner consists of an appetizer, a main course, and a dessert. Find the least number of main courses that the restaurant can offer so that a customer could have a different dinner each night in the year of 2021. 做好了发给我啊！有没有人做好的？好像朱润做好了是吧？对，朱润做好了。哎呀，朱润检查一下啊，看看对不对。我要下一下朱。
应该是对的吧？
Very good. Okay, June, very quickly, can you explain this question for us? I love this question, very special.
所以我们把 main course 当 x， 所以 appetizer 就是 2x。
等一下，我帮你写一写啊。哎呀 sorry. Main course, appetizer, and dessert. So if main course is x, all of them, and appetizer will be 2x. Everybody understand, right? Because it said a dinner consists of, the restaurant have 4 desserts, exactly twice as many. 啊，没有吧？看错了。4 dessert. Appetizer should be We should have the
就是 appetizer 比 main course 多，
哦，对对对，OK，
所以
哎呀呀，OK，good，Everybody understand？
A 是2x，它这个 appetizer 是 main course 的2倍，不是 dessert 的2倍，
Oh, sorry, 2x. You're right. Yeah, like that.
所以呢，它总共一共有8x squared 的可能。
Why, everybody? So if we have 2x as the appetizer, x amount of main course and 4 amount of dessert, 那一共有多少种排列组合方法？是不是 2x times x times 4？对不对 everybody? Correct? Okay, so it's 8x squared. Very good. Thank you. June, keep going.
所以这个它得大概等于365，因为
Because
2024共有365天。
very good. If it's not 2024, 对吧？它不是一个 leap year，所以只有365天，所以 8x squared 要约等于要365，对不对 ？Bigger or equals to 365。
所以当你算的时候 ，x 应该等于6.75，所以17。
因为我们不可能有0.75的 dinner 嘛，对不对？所以只能有7个，所以 x 等于7。So the answer is D. Isaac, understand? Ivan? Peter? Okay, Kevin? Okay. Good. 这道题目是不是挺有意思的？对吧？你看。Number 3.
What's meat patties?
就是那个肉啊，
所以它的意思就是你可以有 any number of condiments，所以你可以有3个、4个、5个都行。
没有 4。
不是说就是
5个。对
condiments，
对对对对对对。我要喝水。你干嘛呢？你看呢？
给那个去隔壁去，
那你拿着这个东西吗？
回头放车上，然后从外面垃圾捡一捡。快下课了吧？下课我们撤了。
我们看一下啊，这个
或那个 any kind of collection of condiments 什么意思？就是那个它你可以选的ketchup，可以选的 ketchup 跟 mustard，可以选的 ketchup mustard 跟 mayonnaise。
什么东西都可以放啊，你可以放，可以不放。
可以10个都不放吗？可以10个都放吗？
可以啊，你可以10个都不放，就光只有肉饼子也可以。
那
什么
10个都放，10个都放。
可以啊，可以啊，就很高嘛。可以。好，这个题目啊 ，actually 就是把 grouping 和这个什么 fundamental 就合在一起了。我们要看一下这个题目。Austin 是你发给我的答案吗？
对。
OK, good。我觉得你这个编程的这个对你来讲应该比较舒服了啊，对吧？这个跟你编程有关系。因为如果像 Austin 学编程的，他就会很舒服做这个题。为什么？就是对他来讲 ，ketchup 放和不放，其实就是电脑语言里面的1和0，对不对 ，Austin？ Correct? Yeah, mustard 放和不放也是电脑语言里面的1和0。 So 没有什么的，这里一共有10样东西，对不对？所以 Ivan 就是2的10次方。If you think about it, because 每一样东西会 create 一个 choice， 对不对？这个 choice 只有或者没有，所以它是个2进制的数。所以在这个东西里面，它就是一个电脑语言里面的2进制的数。So 2 to the power 10。好了，我们再来看 patties。patty 是肉，这个是和前面的东西不一样的，那个是 condiments， 这个是 patties。patties 又有另外几种选择，是 1, 2, 3 or 4。好了 ，Ivan， 在这个上面它就不是0和1了。为什么？因为你没有选择1块肉或者不选肉，2块肉还是不选肉，不是的，它是一个递进的，是1、2、3、4，所以是4 times 2 to the power 10。So when I look at this question, I'm exactly think about Austin. I think I predicted in our class, Austin will be the first one get this one right. And Austin, you proved my prediction. Good job. Get it? So when I say why I'm always telling all my students when you're young, I'm really encourage everybody to learn something this and that a little bit. Is you don't know actually all the subject, they are connected between each other. 知道吧? So for me, I think a good teacher, you also need to learn a little bit this and that as well. Because if you're only good at math, then you are only using the math way to explain example 3. They're going to be dull and they're going to be dry and it's going to be hard. 但是 Ivan 和 Austin 对不对？你是不是就是这么想的？你是不是 exactly 就是我这么想的，对不对？就是你在看这个 ketchup mustard 这个就是一个选择嘛，就是有或者没有。那你只要发现有和没有 ，Peter 你记得这个时候就是个2进制。
但是我没有想它0和1啊。
你没有想0和1 ，OK， 那就一样嘛，对不对？就是一样嘛，就是你的电脑它就是这么做的嘛，对不对？好，我们来看最后一道题 ，example 4，OK，everybody。哎，我每次都是不想下课。OK， 1, 2, 3, 4 ，number 4。OK， 这道题目一模一样哈，我们就跟前面一样。有点不一样。
陆老师，我妈妈刚刚就在催我，你怎么还没下课？
你跟他说，陆老师就是要拖堂的。Okay, everybody take a look at this one, okay? So a dessert chef, 就第4题和第3题有什么区别 ，OK? For every day of a week starting with Sunday. 好，我们要看一下这道题目，它是跟前面第3题肯定会有一点不一样，对不对？像我这么坏的老师，我怎么会让你们做完全一样的题目啊？这不可能的，有我这么坏的人，对不对？ Okay, so starting with Sunday, the dessert each day is either cake, dessert, biscuit, or pastry, or ice cream, pie, and candy. So how many options are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 你有6个选择，对不对？ The same dessert may not be served 2 days in a row. There must be ice cream on Saturday. Okay, so ice cream must be on Saturday. And because of the birthday, and there must be pie on the Monday because of Pie Day. How many different dessert menus for the week are possible? OK， 好，我们先来看一下这道题目就是把 grouping 出来 OK， 比如说把 separate， 好，我们来看一下星期天、星期一、星期二、星期三、星期四、星期五和星期一和星期六是不一样的，因为星期一和星期六 Monday and Saturday is already fixed. Get it? Okay, so we want to find out how many possible ways. So let's start with Friday. Okay, how about Sunday? Sundays, we started with Sunday. 那老师问你们 Sunday 有几种选择？
4种。
哎呀 ，Sunday 和 Saturday
他这个算吗？他说不能。
因为他说 start with Sunday， 所以 Sunday 是第一天，所以后面不用看。
哦 ，OK， 那就5个了。
哎，所以是5种 ，very good。OK，June， very good question。OK， 那我们来看 Tuesday，Tuesday 有几种？还是5种，对不对 ？Tuesday 还是5种，对不对 ？Now we're taking care of Friday。那小朋友说为什么不爱我？因为我要跟这些 special day 连在一起的，我先看，对不对 ？Friday is also 5, but not ice cream， 对不对 ？Anything but not ice cream， 对不对？这个呢，为什么是 5？ 是 anything but pie，对不对？这个也是 anything but pie， 对不对 ？OK， 好，那我们先来看 Thursday。Thursday 有几种？ Thursday、Wednesday 有几种？Wednesday、Thursday 还是，如果你先选 Thursday， 那 Thursday 就是5种 ，Wednesday 就是4种。如果你先看 Wednesday， 那 Wednesday 就是5种 ，Thursday 就是4种。
但是 Wednesday 不能是 Thursday 的呀。所以6减2就是4了，因为 Wednesday 的不能是 Tuesday 的。
但是这样，这题应该是
不是 Thursday 的。
因为我说一下，因为这个 Wednesday 和 Friday 它们可以是一样的，所以说这个答案一定大于2500，并且小于3125。我觉得应该是 D 吧。
对，答案是 A。5乘以5乘以5乘以5乘以4。
但是那个地方最后一个Thursday 放进来，它那个 Wednesday 和 Friday 前面要是这2个位置要是一样的话，这个 Thursday 它也是有5种可能的。
没有 Wednesday 和 Friday 不能一样，但是你还要考虑这边还有那个呢，因为 Tuesday 是 anything but pie right， so Wednesday 你是把 Wednesday 想成5种对不对？你
把 Wednesday 和 Thursday 都想成4种。
没有啊，这个时候这个里面可以把 ice cream 补上了呀，可以把 Friday。OK。呀 ，understand， 对吧？懂了。对，就是稍微要想想，所以应该是2500。OK， 好像这种类型的题目啊，我们在后面还是要看到的。我们下一节课还要再看到，就是大量的这种把这个map 的题目都需要做到这个的。OK， 当这个颜色在中间和这个颜色在旁边的时候都不一样，这个形状不一样。我会把这个部分发给你们。然后你回去看一下，应该可以，因为我这个写的很清楚了，讲的非常清楚。如果不会的话，因为如果我现在来不及嘛，就是不能做作业了，就，或者可以这样，好吧？我们这个星期的作业先不做这个，这个星期的作业我们 try our best to try to finish the couple questions in that page， 好吧 ，Peter？ 我们今天又讲了一下，就那个 algebra 的那张考卷，我们这个星期先把那张考卷再做到几道题。好不好？然后我们这个这个 probability 的作业，我们星期2的课上完以后再一起做。What do you think, June？ 好不好 ，Austin？ Okay, so that will be better because I don't want you to spend a lot of time like guessing and whatever. And this chapter is really, really important. Okay, so let's just focus on the algebra that page. I will going to resend it to everybody to the group, and you just print it out and try to do everything. And I'm going to give you some hint as well. 因为那个考卷不容易的，对不对？好像12年级以前的小朋友做，而且是 UC Berkeley 的小朋友出的题，很难，对不对？但是 if one of you, maybe one of you，我觉得我们班里面小朋友应该进 UC Berkeley 稍微努把力都是可以的，好不好？所以 let's nail it， 好不好 ？Okay, that's it. So we're gonna see each other on Tuesday.
那我那个题目记得发给你
啊，我马上发给你，马上发给你。哎呦，急死了，小明。OK， 好，小明，拜拜。OK，拜拜。